10 students of Miranda High School in Siaya County have tested positive for Covid-19. And in Bungoma County, 2 schools, Friends School, Kamusinga and Kimilili Boys High School, have also reported Covid-19 infections involving 17 cases among students. But despite the growing number of infections in schools, Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha says schools will remain open. Rose Wangoi has more details.
Cases of Covid-19 infections in schools continue to rise. 10 more students have tested positive for the novel coronavirus disease at Siaya County-based Miranda High School. The Ministry of Health began targeted testing at the school after one student reportedly tested positive.
We isolated the case and we did a further test of another sample of 28. A few have been found positive, the others are negative.
The students were put under isolation to curb the spread of the virus.
And I want to assure parents that there is no cause of alarm. Students in Miranda are safe, because they are observing protocols as required. The health team has been with me today to do further internal conduct tracing, and a few others are going for testing.
Elsewhere, panic has gripped Friends School Kamusinga and Kimilili Boys High School in Bungoma County after 17 students tested positive for Covid-19. A total of 11 students from Kamusinga returned positive results, and another 6 cases were confirmed at Kimilili. The students were isolated on Thursday morning in Webuye.
If that institution starts recording growing cases, we would of course take measures and close the institution so that it doesn't cause further spreads, and quarantine those who have been infected in their own homes.
As schools continue to report a surge of COVID-19 infections, Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha says the government will not recall learners who already resumed learning.
And so our children are at school and they will remain there, the three groups that are there. They are doing well, you have seen for yourselves. We are not thinking of closing the schools, we are thinking of going on with exams, and we are preparing for the exams right now.
Magoha said talks on full reopening of schools are at an advanced stage between the Ministries of Health and Education.
The second peak seems to be higher than the first one. Will there be a third peak or not? And if there is a third peak, do we still keep the children at home? And the answer is definitely no, because life must continue.
The CSO speaking at Kereri Girls High School in Kisii County admitted the government is facing challenges of ensuring social and physical distancing in schools, even as it embarks on securing and distributing more desks to public schools. Rose Wangoi, NTV.